Brandon Driver here with Electric Auto Squad. Tesla is super cool. I worked there for almost 3 years, and I now run a business that was inspired by them. Let me explain why they're cool, and let me maybe even earn your like and subscribe by the end of this video. Tesla has super cool tech. They have like at least 10 innovations that other car makers just don't have. Autopilot is incredible. Check out my video up here about how it saved my life, and it's a true story. Full self-driving in the robotaxi mode. That's unbelievably cool that your car will be able to earn money for you. No, seriously, you'll be able to drive your car to work, park, go inside, push a button from your phone app, and tell it to go and do a ride-sharing mode on its own and earn you money while you're making money at your 9-to-5 job or whatever you do for work. And Sentry mode? It's insane. I spoke at a juvenile youth center about a year ago, and when I was there, one of the questions that was asked to me from the kids was, hey Brandon, what happens if, let's say I have a buddy that goes and commits a crime right next to a Tesla? What happens? And I said, well, that's a bad idea to commit a crime anyways. But if you do something wrong next to a Tesla, the car will be recording and that person will have the footage of whatever you did. And that's true. There's a story right after Sentry mode and Dashcam mode were released to the Tesla fleet of a guy getting into an insurance scam, meaning he was driving home on his way home from work one night. It was raining, it was dark, and he was driving down a normal road, and someone pulled out of a neighborhood in a beater car with their lights off, and they peeled out really fast, so fast the guy didn't have time to react, and he smashed right into them. And when the cops got there, the guy said that it was the Tesla driver's fault. And the Tesla driver was able to prove his innocence from the footage in his built-in dash cam to his car. Let that sink in for a sec. The guy had footage that defended himself in an emergency situation. I feel safer knowing that there are more cars that are able to do that on the road. So now, finally, Tesla is forcing other car makers to innovate and to put some of these cool features in their own cars. Just like we saw in the Super Bowl commercials, there are other car makers finally putting in some cool pieces of tech like self-parking modes. And eventually, hopefully, all cars will be autonomous. But, you know, step by step, we're getting there. The science goes that the cooler Tesla makes their cars and the better they do for sales, the more other car makers will feel the pressure to make their cars cool, and then Tesla will have to make their cars even cooler, and then everything just gets cool. And then the whole car market gets cool, and then we're all going to be driving really cool cars. Number 2, Tesla has super cool ideas. Are you aware that Tesla is the only company in the world that has a sister company that is working on brain chips that in time will be able to read your thoughts and control your car? That's amazingly scary, but it's also really cool. Are you aware that Tesla designed the Cybertruck to be able to function on Mars? I don't know how they're going to do it with the current battery technology, but it would not surprise me at all if the first shipment of humans to Mars has a few Cybertrucks on board to be able to get people around. And are you also aware that Tesla's other sister company, SpaceX, just had a human astronaut launch from the US for the first time in a decade? A private company worked with NASA to get astronauts up to the International Space Station. That's so awesome. These are like life innovations. These are so cool, and these are all from sister companies that Tesla works with. Number 3, Tesla has a really cool mission. Checking in real fast, have I earned your like and subscribe yet? Please do so. It boosts my channel in the YouTube algorithm, and it helps my content get to more people, and I really be stoked. So thank you very much. People honestly aren't really aware of how much they're being taken advantage of in gas cars, especially because of maintenance. If you do a little bit of research into how much profit comes from maintenance in cars, even little things like oil changes or something bigger like having to replace a radiator or even an engine, those fixes that can happen in a car are so expensive. I owned a BMW, an old 3 Series, back in 2018 before I got my Model 3, and I had a bunch of bummer events happen all at once. And over the course of the year, I paid right around $4,200 to fix all of these different events. My car stalled a couple times. It gets really hot here in Las Vegas, and the heat does not work well with cars. And all of those were problems I had to deal with. And then now that I'm in my Model 3, I haven't had to bring it in for maintenance yet. If you look at some of the other Tesla owners out there and look at how long they've had their cars for and look at what maintenance has been required, it's night and day difference. Thank you. Just from that perspective, I want all of my family members and friends to be driving cars that have less maintenance in them, where they just have, first of all, more reliable cars, but also they're committing to not having to pay as much to maintain the car and keep it running over time. Also, have you seen how much cleaner the air is now since the economy's kind of been on pause and businesses have been shut down? It's a lot cleaner. And imagine a future where it's clean like that all the time. And imagine the roads being quieter because there aren't any noisy gas engines, they're all silent electric cars. And imagine everyone using solar to charge their cars at home every day. Nobody has to go to gas stations anymore. Come on, you know it's not fun to have to stop at a gas station on the way home from work once a week or once every 2 weeks. You'd so much rather just plug into your garage and every day wake up with a full charge. It's a luxury that everybody eventually will be able to enjoy. If you're interested in our help or you just want to tell me my hair looks very vertical today, send us an email at hello@electricautosquad.com. I hope you enjoy all our content.